Hi everyone, Links Wakars here, and today we are gonna, I'm gonna show you the new dev server from War Thunder, so the dev server for the update Air Superiority. Um, and let's jump right into the presentation, shall we? Okay, so let's do a bit of a look around for what each nation got. But we are gonna start with what is called the minor nations. It's not really that, but okay. Anyway, it's how the community has defined those nations, but they're not really minor, but it's not the point today. So, for Israel, we got several vehicles. So, some of them were shown in the dev server. I mean the dev stream, sorry. But the new vehicle have been added recently. Okay. So, for example, well, okay. Apparently there is a bug. What the hell? Hello. Oh, okay. The game isn't working. I like that. Okay, so Israel got a new self SPG. So that one has an I think the cannon is way better than on the M109. What the hell? Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Apparently there. Okay. Just so you know, it's a dev server. There is a lot of how to say that. A lot of things are working, are a bit not finished, okay? So there is some bugs. And I've just found one, okay? Great way to start. So, new SPG and also the M1000, no, the M113A1 TOW for Israel. So basically, okay, as you can see, that vehicle isn't finished right now, but that vehicle is basically the same as the one already in the Italian territory. So it's gonna play the same way. Just be careful because be careful to not go into close range, because one of your guys has to stand up outside of the armor. So any shrapnels and very tiny every MG fire can kill him very quickly. So be careful, stay at long range, but nothing new if you have already played that vehicle. I mean the other variant in the other trees. So the biggest addition is here, because, and it is also an addition for multiple tech trees, the F-15 is finally here. So here it's the Israeli variant, so I do not remember exactly what... yes, no, I remember. For the plane itself, I don't remember if it's an F-15A or an F-15C. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's A, but I'm not exactly sure. But that plane also got Python 3 missiles. So very good missiles. Okay, you have 40 Gs, 3.5 Mach for maximum speed. You have an all aspect. It is an all aspect, and the explosive mass is very important. 8 kilograms. TNT equivalent, so very powerful. I think it can easily dealt with most aircraft, even some the Su-25, because the model is a bit bugged, but yeah. Good addition, very good addition. It's not the last. There is other very, let's say, good planes that have been added, but we're gonna and let's show each one of those. So for Sweden, uh, there is two big addition. I mean, no, one big addition, okay, and another one which was not really needed, but why not? Okay, so we've got the STRV 122B plus. So it is some sort of upgrade to the already existing STRV 122B in the tech tree. The big sorry, I always forgot about that. The biggest addition is that there is more composite armor on the sides. We cannot. It's technically it protects you because let's go with the this one. For example, it can still give you 300 millimeters of pen. So at distance, if someone shoots at you from far away, it may stop the round. It's not. Don't be absolutely sure of that, but yeah, can be useful. There is also a mine protection. Right now, the mine protection doesn't bring a lot in War Thunder because, except maybe if someone shoots an HE right below you, but in the game right now, nobody does that. Nobody does that really. Yes, maybe one day if they implement mines, which would be interesting. But yeah. The mine protection doesn't add a lot, but those can be useful, but under very specific circumstances, situation. And now the biggest addition for the Swedish, the GAS 39A, also called the Gripen. And yes, people, it is finally here. The Gripen, the long-awaited Gripen also, because people have been wanted to see that plane since like what, almost 2 years. It was confirmed approximately several months ago that it may be went live during at the end of the year or at the beginning of 2024. So the Gripen, okay, okay, maybe what I'm gonna say, some people will not like it, but aerodynamic, let's say, the plane, from what I've seen, because I just remember I'm not a CC, I do not have access to all the vehicles right away, and I didn't even apply yet, so maybe I should do that. So the plane, of course, is very agile. It has a good reactor. Very agile. It can even sustain 30 Gs, which is pretty good. In the for for jets, but it isn't the greatest. Okay. Regarding the armaments, it is yes, so some missiles are all aspects. There is 30 Gs, but right now it's not the best. There is on some of the missiles IRCCM. So basically, your missiles are gonna be very difficult to flare, but yeah, it's not really the best. Okay, there is better. Also, the Sweden gets the A, but I've checked. I checked earlier. It's still not there. Britain will also get the Gripen because of South Africa. But it will get the C variant, and the C variants bring an HMD, so an head-mounted display, so it will be okay, it's a bit complicated, but to make it simple, it will be very easy to aim your missiles, even when you are, for example, I don't know, you are turning. You will be able to aim your missiles at an enemy plane. It's useful, okay? It's useful. So yeah, I'm not gonna discuss about the fact that Britain is able to get a jet because of South Africa. I am not gonna take part of that debate today. But good for them. Let's say that, good for them. But good addition, yeah. Good addition, and I think the Gripen will be even more powerful once the BV air missiles are added. So, let's go to France. Oh, there is a lot to talk about. So, do I have already the crew? Ah, I forgot to put the right vehicle. So, we got as a new addition for the Tech 3, for the French Tech 3, we got the, it's not the relay, it's the Akmat TPK 6.41 VPC. So, TPK 6.1 VPC is the name of that turret, okay? So, the vehicle in itself, it's an Akmat truck, so those were trucks used by the French army for a long time, because it was like maybe, I don't know, from maybe not the 60s, but I remember that the 70s and the 80s, those were present. So good truck, because it has, honestly, the truck is very agile. Even stock, it is very agile, because you see, it accelerates pretty quickly. Honestly, I think, yeah. Honestly, the truck is the platform is very good. Also, it gets those two guns. So those are OR Lincoln 20mm KDA. And, well, let's try to put that to the test. Maybe it's a bit far, but yeah. It's a bit far. But those guns are extremely precise. For and not precise, but there is a very little drop of the ammo. So you can technically you can hit your targets way more efficiently. One of the downside, let's say, is that is the recoil. The recoil might be a downside, but if you use that vehicle specifically for entire wall, you may be a bit less impacted by the recoil, but just be careful about that. It can also chase some, for example, some light vehicles, but it's not the best, because there is only 57mm of pen at point blank. Also, regarding the turret, quickly, as you can see, it is a bit slow right now, the traverse of the turret. It's gonna get better. A bug report was made, and it should be at let's say I think the turret traverse speed is gonna get how to say, not the inverse of nerfed, improved. So it can improve to a maximum of 80 degrees per second horizontally and 40 degrees per second vertically. So very good, extremely good, to be honest. Also, that vehicle gets 6 crews. One thing that can be interesting is that the majority of the crew is here inside the truck, so you can be a bit more protected by MG fires, but be careful, you have no armor. Okay, so try to be very careful. You can try to do a bit of you know, anti-tank hunt, but it can be very dangerous. Okay, it's better to stick with the entire wall with that truck, because you have a very good gun, which is very good to kill planes. So my advice: stick with the entire wall. Then, okay, let's go just there because it's an addition. Why not? Let's say why not. We got the Courbet. So it is the flagship of the Courbet class. To put that ship is basically, it's a Paris. It's a Paris ship. But the Paris, here you get the version of the 20s. Here it from 39. The biggest difference is that the Paris got way more AA capabilities than the Courbet, and that's for a very let's test that. You got more air capabilities because, well, Paris was it was modified in the 30s, while the Courbet is from the 20s. So at that time, the air using planes to try to sink ships wasn't really an idea yet. So yeah, and it's basically it's a boat from just after World War I. So yeah, it can it hits quite a lot. Let's down the speed a little bit. Okay, everyone. Okay. Oh crap! I have only the wrong game modes. I meant to use those. Yeah. The ship in itself, one of the biggest points is that it's a premium, which is gonna be useful to grind, the rank for the end of the line ships. But basically it's a Paris, but with less empire. So yeah, can be useful, but stick with your allies, okay? Try to stick with your allies when you use it, because if you don't do that, oh boy, you will get in a lot of troubles. And of course, the ammo is good. Okay, it's just that I'm very bad. The problem is that we are in the dev server right now, and in the dev server, all of your mappings aren't there. So yeah, just be careful. And now, one of my biggest, the thing I'm the most happy about for this update, the Mirage 4000. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that beauty. Look at that. So, let's just go quickly to the armament. So, that plane is a bit specific. because it is one of the... Technically, it is a prototype, okay? It is a prototype made by Dassault Aviation. It is one of the few French jet prototypes that were armed. Because, long story short, contrary to the US, France didn't really armed its prototype planes. So it's there is a lot of planes that sadly I think will never make it to the game because, well, they were not armed. At least not armed, for example, with missiles or cannons. And well, according to gauging policy, it's not possible to do that anymore. There is exception, I know. It's a specific, okay? But yeah. So one of the very few prototypes that was armed. So it gets the Magic 2, very powerful missiles, okay? And what's really big is that it can get eight Magic 2s at the same time, which is I think the first French aircraft that is able to take more than 6 entire missiles. So yes, very good, very... Oops. No, I wanted to test light, please. Let's go with the... Nah, let's go with that. So, also, it gets magics. It also gets Super 530 DF. It's a bit complicated right now. Not everyone agrees, but yeah. Also, for that aircraft, because I know a bit of its story, basically it was a direct competitor to the Mirage 2000. Oh, okay, of course. But yeah, look at that. I almost. I still get. No, it was there. Yeah. I almost still gain speed and I am at the vertical. It's very silly. Also, yes, that plane is very agile. Also, I saw some people said that it can easily beat F-15s and Su-27. We will get to those later, okay? Another plane was a direct competitor to the Mirage 2000. So it's a bit weird because it was the same, and you know, the same company, but the Dassault wanted the French army to buy that plane, but sadly the government said, no, we are just gonna get the Mirage 2000, okay? It's a bit less pricey, it's very good, and it's less pricey, so why take a plane that is also very good but cost more? Basically, that is the way French handles new armament. A lot of revolutionary things, but sadly there is no budget. And in the game, that plane, so you can take 8 AAMs. You are very agile. You can sustain 11 Gs very easily. Right now, right now I am stuck, so it's not the best. Also, those the canard ears. Those should move. But weirdly enough, they are not, or maybe I'm not seeing it. Whoa! Let's try to not kill our pilot. So yeah, very good addition. Also, you get two 30mm DIFAs, DIFA cannons. You can do also air to ground. You can take, for example, you can take a lot of ordnance, because let's go see that. If we go there, see, you can get 17 bombs, which is a lot. You can also get 4 AS 30 L Nords. You also get an at least 2 pole. You can also get BGL, basically guided bombs. So yeah, that plane is, long story short, that plane is very solid, very very good, in my opinion. I wasn't able to taste it, to not to test, not taste it. It would be weird, but I was able to test it. I wasn't able to test it a lot, but we're gonna do that later. So that's it for France, and we will get back if I have other thing to say. So Italy. So apparently there was, in the dev stream, Italy wasn't shown because they said that some things were in the making, but weren't ready yet. And when I connect today, I saw that a new premium was added to Italy. The Regina, no, uh, Regina Nazionale. I don't remember the RN. I don't remember my Italian. But yeah, a new premium, which seems to be quite potent. Huh? Almost 7 mm of penetration at point blank. Very good ammo. What's the armor? It's it seems okay. I'm a bit worried. Maybe there, just be careful, but it seems good. Okay. Aside from that, maybe there will be new additions. We don't know. To be sure, we will need to wait for the release of the update. Okay. So China got 2 additions. Let's go with the ground one first. So it gets the VT4B. So that is an export variant. Basically, it's an export variant of the, you know, the ZTZ 99 tanks. Crap. Sorry, I always forgot that. So, okay. Just for information, the model may seem a bit weird, especially regarding the colors. That's normal. It's not finished yet. Okay. As you can see, not finished. So it is an export variant. It has a lot of ERA, which seems to be quite potent. There is also that, but it seems a bit weird that there is only 5 mm of armor. I don't think it's really true. You get a good turret protection. And one of the biggest additions of that tank is that you get an active protection system, which is very good. So basically, see it kind of a bit like, you know, the Black Knight, the Challenger Black Knight. You get 4 countermeasures, very quick. It is very quick, and yeah. So China finally has got a tank who has APS. As you can see, it can even intercept, you know, kinetic ammunition, but that are not very fast. So yeah, good addition, I guess. Oh, also, I totally forgot to talk about it. There is a new rank 8 for the tanks now. It brings a lot of changes because yeah, uh, hmm, how to explain it? The thing now is that some of the premiums will not be efficient enough to research rank 8 vehicles. So be careful. For example, if you have example, if you have the VRCC in the Italian tech tree, you will not be able to research efficiently the rank 8 vehicles. So be careful about that, okay? Maybe new premiums will be introduced, but be very careful about that, okay? China. So, and China gets its the G11, which is an Su-27. Basically, it has the I think even even the engines, the the cannon, the missiles, all of that is all of it is Russian. So basically, it's literally a copy paste, except maybe for the radar, and I'm not even sure, to be honest. But yeah, so we can talk quickly about the Su-27. So one of the new addition of that update. It seems to be agile, but be careful because uh, the fuel tanks. The fuel tanks takes a lot of place, and yeah, if you have, for example, a lot of fuel or not a lot of fuel, it will change. It can change drastically how the plane will maneuver and handles. Okay, so be careful. But be careful about that if you are in the dogfight. But anyway, you still have Air-73E missiles, all aspects, 40 Gs, very good. We already saw them last update. It's already old now, but yeah, you got a very good armament, and I think you get an HMD. Yes, you get an HMD. So very potent, and yeah, really, it really changed from the G series of aircraft, and well, honestly, it's good. I think it's good for the Chinese air texture. So the Japanese, and we have also a lot of things to talk about. Because you get that vehicle, the Type 99. So it is after the Type 75 SPH. It is basically see it as an upgrade, but in almost not every range, but no, I think in every range, because you have I think the reload rate is a bit quicker, or maybe I'm just saying yeah, the reload rate is quicker. You can bring a bit less ammo, sadly. Wrong tank. You can bring a bit less ammo. You have a way better gun because it's an 155, but it's an L52. So it's a caliber L52. So basically, that means that the gun is is longer. So the rounds will be technically. It just means it's better, okay? To 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 make it simple, because you can send rounds at almost 940 millimeters. So almost 1000 millimeters. From what I've seen, it is right now it's the SPG which can which has the most muzzle velocity for its rounds. Because For example, the Type 75, the rounds are at around 500, 700 for the better round. No, technically, yes, the Type 99 can be very potent, very good. Let's you know what, let's test that. We are in the we are here for that. Let's aim. As you can see, very fast. Okay. And now we have also crap. There is also for the blue water. Yes, it's there. That vehicle, which was a surprise, to be honest, because it's very rare to see to see addition in the coastal tech tree. It's why not? You know what? Why not? I haven't really looked at that vehicle. You get a rocket launcher. Okay. Something else. The round is decent. The round is decent, but okay. I have nothing really to say about that vehicle. But good, I guess. And also in aviation, the Japanese get the F-15G. So it's an F-15. It's the C variant of the F-15. I cannot exactly remember what it brings. There is some change, but I don't remember them. One of the biggest addition is that yes, it gets M9L and the AIM-7M like the US ones, but it also gets AAM-3. And those missiles seems to be very potent, very good, 40 Gs. The other one are only 30 Gs, so very good missile. You get IRCM, and also the explosive mass is good. Is good. You will do a lot of damages, so yeah. Overall, good addition, and also it's a bit less controversial than the F-16AG. I mean, to put it simply, there was a lot of things that have been said. You can go check it on YouTube. A lot of people have talked about it, okay? Maybe one day I will talk about it if I'm if I'm courageous enough to face comments and the thousands of comments about no, but it's needed, no, but it's not needed. We're not here to debate, okay? Let's just roll on with the presentation. So, there is 3 improvements in the British tech tree. First, you get the Challenger 2 OES. So it is a rank 7 premium. Basically, it's a top tier premium, okay? That guy cost 9,000 for 9,000 XP. So it's for 50 euros you can get rank 7. Okay. But still, it's a lot. What brings that Challenger? Basically, you get a remote controlled turret with an 50 cal, which is rare enough in the British tech tree, so I have to mention that. Okay, you can you can deal with light targets. Also, it is basically it's like the TES. It's the TS. It's a there is the DF and there is the TS. It's a bit like the TS, okay, but it's a bit like the TS, okay? You get the thing is that I think get a bit more ERA and NERA elements, which also you get that, which is very useful because as you know, the lower front plate is one of the weaknesses of the Challenger, and yeah, you get also more slat armor, as you can see. Let's go in X-ray, it will be better. You get a lot more slat armor. In the game, it's not the most useful, but it's here, okay? You get some sort of combination. So yeah, good premium, I guess. But really, it's just a way to milk the whales, okay? It's just a way to milk the whales. And now we got the Challenger 3P. So that vehicle is a bit peculiar because technically the Challenger 3 doesn't exist yet. Here it's what we can call the prototype variant, which is a bit weird, but yeah, it's complicated, okay? It's complicated. That vehicle is okay. That vehicle has improvements. Regarding the armor, there isn't a lot of changes, but it's there is for the cannon, because if you are a British player, you know that the British use rifled cannons, okay? Which is complicated because they cannot use, for example, other NATO ammunitions. Complicated. Now, with the Challenger 3P, we have a smoothbore cannon. So basically, it's a cannon that can use other NATO ammunition. That one is the Rheinmetall 120mm L55 A1 cannon. You can find the same cannon on the Leopard 2A6, and also the new Leopard that we will see just after that. I mean, after that, after the Russians. Yeah, after the Russians. So yeah, now you get access to way better rounds. You get access to the DM53, which is very, very good for the British, because right now they were stuck with the L27. I don't remember the name of the round. L27A1, which was below 570mm of pent at point blank. So yeah, a very big addition. Also, with the 3P, you get better. You get third gen thermals for the commander and the gunner. You get also the turret is also set up the same way as on a standard, let's say, NATO tank. So, for example, the Abrams or the Leopard, you get 15 ammo for the first storage, so it's good. You get the downside is that you get your reload rate is a bit less, okay? Because the Challenger, the previous Challenger ones can reload at 5.5 seconds. It even can go to 5 seconds with the expert crew, because of those specific ammo. But yeah, but overall, I think honestly, it's a good update. Okay, it's a very good update. You get also a new ship, which is the Orion, the HMS Orion. So it is a dreadnought from World War One. Also, as you can see, there is no AA whatsoever, so be careful. Cut. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so you get also. What the hell? Okay, okay, something weird happened on my screen. Nothing to worry. So, uh, I think it's good. Be careful. You have only 2 rounds per minute, but it's 100 now. Uh, I trust the people who plays naval enough to be able to do something very good with that ship. Okay. So now let's go off. Oh boy, we have a lot to talk about. Regarding coastal and the Bluefields, there is the Ono edition. I'm just checking because I relaunched the game before launching launching the presentation. So I just want to make sure that there is no new edition out of nowhere. So the SU-27. So basically, it's what the G11 is based on. So good aircraft, okay. From what I've seen, good aircraft, good radar. Yeah, okay, the G11 is really a copy paste, okay. So it's the same radar, okay. Also, as you get Air 73, Air 27R, and ER. Also, those are very good missiles. You can do ground ordnance. The only downside is that you do not have the possibility to do to guide, you know, teleguided ammunition or things like that. So yeah, really, it's a fighter. I mean, it's even classified as a fighter, so use it as a fighter, okay? If you want to do ground pounding, use the SU-39, the SU. I mean, you can use the SU-25, 39, even the MiG-23 ML, okay? And now, okay, controversial point. Be ready, people, be ready. So, we have the T90M added to the game. So, it is a new tank. It is based on the T20. Whoa, what did I say? The T90, sorry. It is based on the T90, but it has a new designed turret, which is way less, you know, round than the other Russian tanks. You have you also are the armor is a bit different on it. You have ERA everywhere on that tank. And it's also because of the ERA and the new armor, you lose the you know the you lose T90. Please help me. I don't remember this guy. Yeah, you lose those. The active protection system. You lose the Stora basically. But overall, it's not a great lose. Okay. Also, right now we have the stock variant, but there is even an additional era variant, and basically it makes the tank almost how to say that gently. How to say that gently? Unkillable. Yeah, it's almost unkillable if you try to shoot here with the additional array pack. Okay. So very difficult. It's a bit more difficult to aim at the lower front plate because there is a bit more armor there. The turret is you cannot penetrate the turret. Also, regarding the ammo, they are still in the same place, so try to aim for those if you fight that vehicle. You have slat armor. And also, the T90 is the first tank in all of War Thunder to have Spalliner. So what are those? The spy liner. Basically, the spy liner in real life are made to be able that if you take, for example, someone fire an APFSDS at you, it is made that if it if it bursts your tank, the spell liner will try to contain all the additional fragment spells. Okay, spells from the APFSDS. So it's very useful. In the game, it's also very useful. So right now it's a bit weird because I tested it yesterday. I mean, with the production analysis, and it seemed to be a bit better. But let's do 3BM60. I pierced the tank. But as you can see, I have way less shrapnels and things like that going inside the tank. So, okay, it's okay. Apparently, other tanks will also have a spy liner added. There is a lot of things going on in the bug report. The gauging bug report section. But yeah. Yeah. Also, you get a remote controlled 12.7mm machine gun. Also, you get thermals for the gunner, but also for the commander, something that is very lacking for the Russian tanks. So yeah. Oh, and also, totally forgot about the little detail. You get also those things, which works. So those are made to, deflect shape charge projectile, and those works in the game. I wasn't able to find anyone to test it, but those can work. So just so you know. Now Germany. Germany gets some additions. I just want to make sure there is nothing new, as you can see. In planes there is nothing new. Is nothing new. But I think Germany is gonna get something else, to be honest, I think. So you get the Leopard 2A7V. The model is absolutely not finished. That's why it looks like it's a toy. A plastic toy. Or a plastic model that you haven't painted yet. What brings the 2A7V? Way more armor, basically. Way more armor. To put that by comparison, let's say, it's a bit like the STLV 122B. It's an up-armored Leopard 2, okay? As you can see here, you have the composite screen. There is also more armor here because there is a big difference, when you look at that. There is all of that. When I show the external armor, yeah, so way a very up-armored Leopard. I think it's gonna be a bit complicated to kill. We will see. But yeah. And also, you also get the DM53, which is one of the most powerful wounds in the game right now. And finally, we get the US. There is several additions for the US. First, you get the USS Roanoke. So it is an how is it classified again? It is a light cruiser. It is classified at no. It is classified at as a light cruiser with very fast firing. Those guys. fast-firing 6-inch cannons. You also get a lot of AA. So yeah, very very powerful. You also get those. So basically, it's a no-fly zone. Okay, it's a no-fly zone with that boat. Aviation. Finally, we get it. The F-15A. So it's an F-15A. It's a bit of the same plane as I showed that the Japan and the other what's her name? What's their name? Israeli gets. Uh, yeah, we already talked about a bit, but you get M9A. Sorry, M9L, M9M. Very powerful missiles. So yeah. Good plane. Just be careful if you play that plane. The wings can rip off very easily, okay? So be careful. Be very careful. And for the army, we get 4 additions, okay. We get that, the M1A1 clickbait. I have no idea what from where the clickbait name comes, but basically it's an M1A1 but with the with that. Let's test it. Yeah, we have enough. Let's test it. Okay, it's an M1A1, but we have the IRCM. Let's test it right away. Also, you get a chair, and you get a specific camo. As you can see, there is the little broken chair here. What the hell? Ah, I wasn't fixing, sorry. You get a broken chair. Is it working? Yes, okay, it's working. Perfect. As you can see, there is the IRCM. So, also, just for your information, it costs $70. If you want to put $70 in a tank, it's your choice, okay? Yeah. Also, that premium, with that premium, you can grind the rank 8, but you already have the KVT for that, so yeah. And finally, for real this time, we get the M1A2 SEP V2. So it is a direct improvement of the first SEP. What does it bring? Crap. Sorry for that. What does it bring? You get a remote controlled 50 BMG. Also, you get, if I remember, you get a second gen thermal for the commander. And one of the biggest improvements is here regarding the armor. First, you have the ARAT ERA, which is already present in the first version of the SEP. But you get also the ARAT 2 ERA. So yeah, that is okay. I'm not sure about the numbers shown here. Okay, maybe it's work in progress still. It's for now it's a light ERA. Okay, it's a light ERA, not the most efficient. The ARAT, the first version of the ARAT is very powerful. You can stop a lot of things, but the second version is it's an addition. Okay. You also get a mine protection on that Abrams, but as I said, mine protection doesn't bring a lot. So yeah, and well, that's it for the vehicles of the little tour. I mean the tour which lasted for almost 1 hour. That's it for all of the new vehicles